everybody. Welcome back to Gamehead. This week, I'm pleasure to be here at the home of Charles Martinet.
Thanks,
the voice of all the great Nintendo characters. And of course, you've got a Wii.
Woohoo!
Nintendo at least sent you a free Wii for all your work?
Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. Ready? Here we go. Whoa!
Power Surge.
Oh,
See,
Power Surge.
Reggie taught me that one.
Yo! Yoo-hoo!
Good work. Do you ever sit down with Miyamoto and talk about, hey, what does he want to do with the character for this? Or
You know, that's done more with the producers and the directors that are up in Redmond, Washington. And then they sort of like come to me with all that, ready. Now, put the icing on the cake here, we'll do that. So I get to watch the movies and figure out what the time frames are. And then we have wonderful collaboration because we'll just all start improvising. Oh, say this, now say that, do that. I think that the thing is Mr. Miyamoto is an absolute genius. And that's the part of the legacy of Mario and Zelda and everything is he is a master of creating something that everybody can relate to, everybody can enjoy, and it's a lasting thing. Plumber rescues Princess, the first theme in a video game ever, and then rescues Princess, adventure here, adventure there, and Mario Galaxy. I don't know if you've ever played any previews of it, but
it's great.
It's going to be the greatest video game ever made. I played it at E3 last year, and I'm like, my tingling my body. It was so exciting. And I know so much has been added since then.
This week on the GT Download, we're delivering an inside look at the latest episode of Versus, the show that pits two opposing forces and lets you pick the winner. This time stepping into the arena are two corporate clans from the land of the rising sun. Both Capcom and Konami have been giants since the days of the arcades and have continued to bring huge titles out for each and every generation. Capcom has rolled out both hits and epics, games like Street Fighter II and Resident Evil trailblazing genres and sales, as well as golden constants with the Blue Bomber and more adventurous outings with Painted Wolves and Beautiful Heroes. Konami has taken bold, head-on moves, just like their daring Little Frog. From revitalizing arcades with rhythm games to cementing the near oxymoronic stealth action genre with Metal Gear Solid, the Special K was never afraid to take chances, push envelopes, whip Castlevania's candles, and put pyramids on heads in Silent Hill. So, who's going to win this boss battle? To vote for your favorite company, Capcom or Konami, and check out the full episode of Versus, head on over to GameTrailers.com.
Now, obviously, you've become legendary for the voice work you've done for Nintendo. Have you ever thought about sort of, putting together that, and writing some memoirs or doing, putting up a website where people can come and learn about what you've done?
That is so nice that you're asking me that because I've actually started writing a book, and I will also include that into a web page in probably the next few months. But I've just started the book, and what it's like, getting the job and doing it all these years and meeting fans and the whole thing of my life and performance has been so much fun. It's 30 years of absolute joy and all highlighted by the 17 years as Mario.
It's going to be called Me, M-I-I, and Mario?
Yeah, or It's-a Me, woohoo!
How big is your brain? In Nintendo's never-ending quest to create mini-games comes Big Brain Academy Wii Degree, a sequel of sorts to the hit DS game. Yeah, you're going back to school, and this time there's no Kelly Kapowski to distract you. Instead, you play 15 activities that are slightly more fun than the SAT word association game. Slightly, I said. The 15 brain teasers include pattern matching, tracking floating bird cages, and IDing photos of animals. The only game I found inventive was one where someone orders takeout via your Wiimote speaker, and then you have to remember the specifics. Was it 4 chocolate shakes or 3? Otherwise, the games are too repetitive, and worst of all, they don't really use motion controls. Your Wiimote just acts like a laser pointer. Big Brain Academy is a good idea, but it lacks the charm and inventiveness of other Wii titles. It earns a Gamehead grade of 6.5 out of 10.
Well, Charles, it's been great having you on the show. You've done great work for so many years, and we can't wait to see all the new Mario games, which I'm sure are coming out for years and years to come, right?
Yeah, it's going to be great. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. That's it for this week's Gamehead, but make sure to tune in next week for all the latest video game news, reviews, and previews. I know the game. Do you? Does Mario?
Yoo-hoo! You betcha! Ha-ha!
This episode of Gamehead will be available tomorrow on SpikeTV.com for your viewing pleasure.
Bonjour, c'est moi, Mario. Hola, soy yo, Mario. Certo, sono italiano. Woohoo!